Hey, hopefully I got this thing working this time. Anybody out there? Hey, hopefully I got this thing working this time. Anybody out there? All right, people. I don't know who all out there. I'm looking at about four different monitors, and each one is displaying something different. I'm gonna go ahead and start by giving y'all a little information about me. Uh, like I said, I'm retired military. 20 years, 9 months, 18 days exactly. Field artillery was my background as far as my MOS. I mean, get some echo out of this. What's my background for is what I did in the military. Um, I started my own business in IT about around 2001 when I was overseas in Germany. Basically, I bought my first computer, and I ended up buying a computer that was probably stolen. And when it started acting up, I tried to take it back to the place I bought it from, and the person that I bought it from, uh, the owner showed up and told me he had fired that person. Make a long story short, he told me that the computer I purchased was stolen, and if I wanted to keep it, I better get it out of his shop. So from that point on, I had to take that very same computer and take it back home and learn how to use it, how to rebuild it, how to get everything going on it. And once I learned, I went through the websites and learned how to build a computer. And from that point on, I started helping all my other military buddies to do the same thing, which is what helping them with their computers. I got into building computers and working on networks, and even started doing some of the stuff on the side as a side business for myself. Hey, Papa Doug. Hey, I see you, bro. Uh, Glad someone let me know this thing was working. Is it good to go? Can you hear me? And there's a great big old delay, so when somebody's trying to say something to me, and I'm looking at myself in four different angles, and man, this live stuff ain't what I thought it was going to be. Uh, hey, Papa Doug, you're probably dealing with a delay from what I'm seeing to versus what you're getting. From what I understand, this live feed stuff is like it's a delay. So man, just I apologize for it. I didn't know it was going to be like this. All right, to get on with my story, I basically started building computers to help out my buddies. While we was all in the military. And I did business on the side for us, doing my own IT work. I got back stateside in 2001 and decided to open up my own business. Um, at the time, it was me and my brother, and what I wanted to do was try to provide the same customer service to other people who had fell in that same category, uh, buying computers and basically didn't know how to use them, didn't know how to operate them, and I was there basically to teach them and show them how to use it. I got so that I was very good at what I was doing, but I had no education. I had no I had the experience, but I had no paperwork showing. Hey, I hear you, Papa Dub. Hey, that's good, man. uh, let's see, is, is Washington the last name, or is it where you at now? Oh, okay, you outside of Shot Town. Okay, I got you, man. Hey, man, I'm glad you was able to join me on my live feed, man. I've been wanting to meet up with you, and I know we're in two different areas of the world, man. But hopefully one day we can get together. Our paths, cross somewhere on them highways, and we get to ride out, man. So, hey, hang in there, bro. I appreciate everything you've been doing for me, talking to me, commenting. Let me know what's going on with you. It's good to know that people like you exist, bro. Cause it's a hard world out here. You start trying to do something and get yourself going, and everybody else just want to bring you down, bro. But hey, you kept me going, you kept me smiling, and I really appreciate you, man. So you hang in there, bro. I know you told me it was snowing out there, but hey, I keep I keep rolling for you. uh, all right, bro. And to continue on with the story, um, like I said, I didn't have any education to back up what I was doing, and in certain places of the world, if you don't have certifications, you don't have a degree in something, and you start working on other people's stuff, most likely, you're looking at a lawsuit if something go wrong. So after I did my 20 years, 9 months, and 18 days in the military, I was an NCO. Prior to that, and I led by example, and I did everything I needed to do for is getting my soldiers up and trained. But after I retired from the military, I had no education whatsoever. So I turned around and used my military benefits and went to college. Uh, in 4 years, I had my associate's degree, and 4.5 years, I had my bachelor's degree. Um, yeah, I like 6 months after I got my associates, I just kept going to school, and I actually got my associates. I was overqualified, and they was my professor was like, "Hey, you only so many hours away from your bachelor's degree. You've been going at it this long. You might as well go and get it." So 4 months out, 6 months. Well, I had to actually wait a year, but 6 months after my associate's degree, I went on and took a couple more semester hours and went on and got my bachelor's. So I got my associates in 2012 and my bachelor's in 2013 in computer information systems. I love it. I've been there ever since, and this is what I do. Now, as far as motorcycles, everybody know I've been saying it all the time. 30 years I've been riding the Gold Wing. My first Gold Wing at the age of 15 was 1100. My old man was a chief of police, so for him to get hold to a motorcycle was like, next to nothing. He brought home a 1100 motorcycle for himself. He had the little sirens on it, the red and blue lights on it. And every day he went to work, I would steal it basically and go riding on it. I'm riding on a uh, police motorcycle, and riding around trying to learn how to ride it. And then once he basically caught me, riding his motorcycle, he went on and took off all the lights on it and basically gave it to me. So at the age of 15, I was riding my first Honda Gold Wing, and I've been riding ever since. My old man, he was the type of person, if he see you doing something and you got a passion for it, he was the type of person, or he was the type of dad that would go behind me and do what he got to do for his, pushing me on to keep going. Now, like I said, even though I've been riding Gold Wings for 30 years, I don't call myself an expert on a Gold Wing, because everybody basically modify and do their own thing to their own Gold Wings. Me personally, for me having to deal with the Gold Wing at a young age. I'll be the first one to tell you I also wrecked two of them. So at the age of 16, I wrecked my 1100 that was given to me. And the age of I think 21 or 22, I wrecked my second Gold Wing. The Gold Wing, I can tell you exactly what happened. Someone across the street on me. The Gold Wing, I had to ditch the Gold Wing by jumping off of it to stop from hitting the person. The Gold Wing went down the street, turned around, came back, and ran over me while I was laying in the street. So I'll be the first one to tell you, if you're going down on a Gold Wing, the last thing to do is to jump off of that bad boy, because it will come back and get you. At least that's what happened to me. From that experience, I took a little break from riding, but I still, played around on the Gold Wing, still worked on them, but I wasn't too quick to get back on another one until a couple of years later. I skipped the 1500 and went straight to the 1800 when it first came out. I would go, basically go check them out, go do test rides, stuff like that. I was still working on my 1200 after I wrecked it to get it back up and running. But when the 40th edition came out, I decided to let that 1200 go and go ahead and buy me a whole different brand new Gold Wing, which is the one I got now. So 1100, 1200, I skipped the 1500, and the 1800 second edition is my latest creation. That's enough about me. I'm running off in the mouth. Like I said, this channel, what I wanted to do is basically let everyone get to know me. I'm trying to give you as much information as I possibly could on my background, where I came from. I'm born and raised in Canton, Mississippi. Like I said, my old man, chief of police. I joined the military when I was 17, going on 18. So my father basically had to sign off on me going in. I did majority of my time overseas. I'm on my second marriage. I have four beautiful boys. Two of them are grown. They doing their own thing and probably, trying to do everything they possibly can to outdo me. We don't have anything going on for us. I don't have anything going on for us dealing with any of whatever everybody else is doing in my family. Once you get a certain age, you basically off on your own, and that's the way I was treated. So that's the way I try to do everybody else. Once you get to that age where you make your own decisions, you go on by your own business. If you need me, I'm there for you. Other than that, I'll stay out your way so I can keep striving. And I do that for all my family members. If they need me, hey, I'll be there for them. But other than that, I try to stay out their way. Let them learn from their own mistakes. Hey, what's up, Rotary Rick, man? Oh, okay. I was trying to see if everybody could hear me, man. So I'm glad you was able. I'm glad you was able to jump in and let me know you was here, man. I appreciate that. I know that first. I want to apologize for that first broadcast, man. This live feed stuff is no joke, man. I was trying to get it going, and whatever I was doing just wasn't working out. So I apologize to everybody for setting you up on a time and date that I basically didn't have everything prepared. But going back to the story, what I really wanted to do today was to, give y'all some information about me. You give me the platform and give me the room to start talking. Hey, I just run off diarrhea out of the mouth. I just keep going. But I wanted to give y'all some information about me to let y'all know where I'm coming from, what I've been dealing with, and try to get some input from you all on what's going on out there. For as what type of content that you all would like to see for a Gold Wing rider such as myself. I gotta give a shout out to Memphis Mike and Chris Calahente Those two guys, basically gave me the idea to create my own channel. So I never knock with anything that they do. I got much respect for them. Just the other day, I was watching one of Memphis Mike videos where he was talking about the heated gear. And guess what, buddy? Because of your video, I went on and ordered me a whole complete set. So I know he told me he wasn't gonna be able to watch the channel, but thanks to people like him and Chris Caliente, brother, I hope I'm saying your name right when you check out the video. But thanks to those two guys, man, they've been doing this for quite some time now, and I'll never knock what they do. But at the same time, all of us got our own direction on what we want to do with our channel. They've been doing it for a while, and I'm trying not to step on their toes on what they've been doing. I'm just trying to do my own thing and see what people want from me for the Gold Wing, what they'll like to see me do, the how-to videos, what's going on out there, what they would like to see for what I have done to my Gold Wing. If they would like for me to create a how-to video on how to do certain things that I have done that they want to see themselves. I have basically worked on my Gold Wing from the time I put it in my garage, from the day I bought it off my parking lot. I basically went through this whole motorcycle, adding different products, adding different wiring. Basically, I just went on and made it my own. And I'm not, bragging about the work I have done on my Gold Wing. I just enjoy working on it. As you can see, I got the Gold Wing broke down now. If y'all can see that. Trying to show y'all some. And I'm working on it right now. Getting ready to install me a USB wiring harness that can control my free wire, my cell phone, my helmets when they need charging. Of course, I created a USB video to show y'all what I did back at that time, but I have basically went up from there and created a whole new wiring harness for a hub where everything on my bike can be either powered by the USB or powered coming from an accessory plate that I have basically modified to fit on my Gold Wing. So I'm still working on my bike right now for other stuff I'm trying to do. I'm always looking for new ways and better ways to do stuff. But hey, that's enough about me. I wanted to see if you guys wanted to give me some ideas on what you all would like to see me create for as a video. Give me some ideas about a video, especially if I'm doing some on any of my videos that you all don't like. Please let me know. I'll be the first one to tell you, because my household is dealing with a bunch of bilingual people, especially my wife. Turkish, she speaks Turkish, German. She's learning English, and my son is going between Turkish, German, and English. And me just speaking English and trying to, make sure that they pronounce words right and say the correct word. I hadn't fell into the trap of saying the wrong word myself, trying to teach them, and I catch myself in my videos. Y'all might not notice it, but I pronounce a word. I'm thinking of another word, and another word will come out, and I apologize to y'all for that. But it's when you're in a household dealing with people that talk more than one language, you tend to kind of mess your words up. So I do apologize to everyone for that. But going back to what I was asking, I basically got me on pen and paper trying to get some ideas. I'm going to watch the screen and see if y'all can, give me some input on what is it that you all would like to see for as a video that needs to be created on how to do something on a Gold Wing. give me some. I mean, be as straight and honest with me as possible. Hey man, I enjoy your videos, but it's some things that you do that I totally disagree with, and if you stop, you'll probably get some more subscribers. Cause that's, to me, that's what it's all about. Let me know what's going on. Give me your critique and be as honest as possible. Be as brutal as possible. And let me know, hey, what is it that I'm doing right or what is it I'm doing wrong. What can I do to help you for as a having a monologue channel for as dealing with the gold wings? What would you like to see more of? I know everybody want to see the countryside and go ride around, but it's getting cold right now, so it won't be too much of that. Basically give me some input on what you all would like to see, products you would like to see, how they got installed or how to install them, and just basically give me some feedback on what you would like to see. Even though I'll be shutting down my video here shortly. Still, at the comment section at the bottom, let me know, hey man, you know, if you could create a video on how to install something, please leave it in the comment section for me. Hey man, I like your videos, but if you stopped, whatever, I think you'll have some better videos. Please, be as honest as possible, be as brutal as possible. You're not hurting any feelings here because I'm asking you. Angelo Westfield, great vids, bro. Hey man, I appreciate that, man. I really do. And that's another thing too, man. A lot of these videos, they take hours to make. Because I don't wake up in the morning and say, oh, let me go create a video. So I appreciate when someone say, hey man, your videos are okay, your videos are great. You had me laughing. I appreciate the good stuff, and at the same time I appreciate I got some bad comments too. But I accepted them because they was brutally honest. They told me straight up, hey man, I liked your video until you got to that last part on this product. I enjoy that product, but I was totally with you until you got to that point. Hey, I'm asking you, what is it that I'm doing that kind of stepped on your toes a little bit, or you disagree with? Please let me know, because I'm asking for content to ask you to basically give me an idea of which direction to go with these videos, man. Cause it be plenty of times I'm making a video and I'm talking and first thing come to my mind is, oh man, I'm actually just talking to myself trying to create a video, and people don't realize that because you're not live. Like right now I'm live, and even though I'm talking to myself and trying to create some content and ask for some feedback, I'm actually sitting right here talking to myself. I don't know about you, but I spend the bad weather days fiddling with the bike. Yeah, I do too, bro. Learning places to run wires and how the system work on the bike. If you do the same, do a quick vid on what you learn. Yeah, I like that, man. I like that because I'll be the first one to tell you, when I'm installing something on a motorcycle, man, I don't know how to install it. I'm looking for ways, and I'm troubleshooting, trying to figure out what's going to work and what's not. And that's why you'll see a lot of these guys, they'll edit out their videos. Some installation mans can take you up to a couple of hours, but the person who made that video, is gonna delete out all the troubleshooting efforts they went in, that went into that video, all the mistakes they made, because they don't want you to see, they don't want you to see them making that mistake. And plus, YouTube, for us the bandwidth and these videos, man, they do get kind of long. Keep the videos shorter than 6 minutes, and more likely to watch 2 or 3 short videos. Got you on that, man. I understand that too. It's more likely to watch 2 or 3. Okay. So short videos are a lot quicker, better to understand than the long ones. Okay, got you. I I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna write that one down. Let's see, short video. So short, basically you're saying short how-to videos on how to get something done versus the long one where it's all exaggerated. Okay, gotcha. I understand that. Um, right now it's cold. It's cold, man. So I won't be doing much riding. Even though I bought all this hot wired gear. I'm getting ready to once I get through working on my bike, I'm gonna take it out for a ride and try to see how this stuff actually feels to me. Um, but I know for a fact it gets really too cold here. I mean, sometimes it gets like 10 and 20 degrees around here, man. And that's no way I'm gonna be trying to ride a motorcycle. I don't care how much hot gear or hot wire gear I got on. It's too freaking cold to be trying to ride. And then we got a bad black ice. When it get cold around here, man, you don't see it until you right up on it, and it's too late to be trying to hit on your brakes. I ain't tracking on the troubleshooting, but when you find a trick, show it. Yeah, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I understand that one, man. Uh, yeah, because I totally agree with you on that one. Because people be finding ways to do something, but they're not showing it in the video. And one point you'll see them installing something, and then the next video or next clip in the video you'll see them it's finished, but it's not showing you how they had to actually go in and place the wiring down or lay it a certain way or anything like that. So yeah, man, I do understand that one. G14, hey man, I was waiting on you. I apologize to you, bro, for holding you up the other day like that. I was just trying to learn how to do this stuff, bro. So forgive me. Good to see you too, man. Um, like I said, the video, ice and sometimes just man. Yeah, I totally agree. And y'all can tell from the delay of me getting y'all getting your message versus me talking. I'm pretty sure you all are typing right away, but I'm only getting it because of the bandwidth of dealing with a live feed. It seems like it's about a 1 minute slack behind, and I there's nothing I can do about that, man. That's just the way this live feed stuff is. Um, yeah, and yeah, when it gets too cold, man, I mean, I gotta park it because I ain't out to try to prove nothing to nobody. Being warm is, I mean, riding a gold wing, yeah, I love to look good and try to get out there and ride on it and, show off that I got heat. But, man, it get to the point sometimes it's just too cold to try to do any of that. And I just rather park it and look at it and trying to figure out how to work on something and get something else better going, or do something better on it, or whatever it may take while it's sitting up parking. Being parked. But yeah, man, going back to, you give me your input, give me your feedback on what you would like to see. Roderick just told me some good, some good stuff there, and I'm gonna keep that in mind. Some people want the long version, some people want the short version. Some people want me to, show them how to actually go step by step. And those type of videos are hard to make because the step I might take to do something on my gold wing, it might be something else totally different from you. No worries, yeah, about 45 seconds to a minute delay, but it's good. Gold Wing Mojo. Hey man, your honesty is infectious. You, Chris, and Mike have inspired me. Hope to have my first video by Christmas. Hey, man, I'll be the first one to tell you, Mojo. Hey, I enjoy making these videos, man, but they are time-consuming like a mug, man. You got to have patience with it. I look at everybody else videos, man, and I be like, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they have the patience for it, because I'm a heavy up and rush, try to get this done, get that done. Because, time is money for me, and if I'm wasting time on one project and the only thing I'm thinking about is trying to hurry up and get it done, I have to actually stop myself and come back to it, because if I keep going, I'm gonna mess it up. So yeah, I have a lot of respect for the people that make videos, man. And but hey, you guys, man, it would be nice to see some videos from you guys too, man. And cause like I said, other people inspired me to start doing this, and hopefully, as more people get into it, to me, it's a great bigger community on how we basically get together and exchange info, man, on 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 the different stuff that we do. So if have the capabilities of creating a video, start creating them, man. Because even though I might not comment on videos when I go check them out, I still, if it's a real good video, I might leave a comment, or something might, I'm like, man, I didn't understand. I really appreciate him sharing it. I might comment on a video or so, man. Um, but it's not many gold wing riders out there that's creating videos, man. And the ones that are do, they actually really don't have that much time to go check out other people's videos, because the videos that they are creating are so time consuming. But when, like for me, I take off like a Sunday or something like that, and sit back and watch two or three other subscribers, or other two or three other channels, and see what they've been doing. But sitting back watching videos, man, and trying to create videos, I'll be sitting behind a computer way too much, man. I just can't do it. So but when I'm looking for something, or searching for how to do something, or looking up something, YouTube is the first place I go. How to, change a tire on a gold wing. I actually had to learn by watching somebody else do it. I didn't know how to do it. But because somebody else already had created a video on it, I checked it out and said, oh, well, I can't do it exactly the way he did it. But, he gave me some ideas on what to do. G14, I picked up a 88 Gold Wing about 2 months ago. Been going through it. Got it running strong now. Hope one day it look as good as yours. As good as yours. Hey, man, I like that compliment, man. I appreciate that. But hey, man, no matter what year your gold wing is, like I said, I enjoy it. I still miss my 1100, man. Even though I'm riding this 1800 now, man, gold wings are a treasure, man. So if you got one, no matter if it's old or new, just keep them up, man. It's just been about time to. It's just about time to add accessories. Yeah, man. Hey, do it. I feel you on that one. Rotary Rick, I'd much rather be doing than editing. Yeah, Rick, man. Yeah, you totally right, bro. It's just time consuming, and it's hard, man. For all the other viewers out there, like I said, today is basically to get some info from you. I don't know who's in the room for this live chat. If you don't come in, I don't know you in the room, or I don't know if you're watching the video. But hey, this is me. I had a couple of people say, "Hey, man, be careful about going live." You got some people out there that's they looking at how to, basically do harm to you and stuff like that. Hey, man, no matter what you're doing, where you go, who you are. You always gonna have critics. You always gonna have someone who's trying to basically hate on you. I hate to use that term, but it's true. And I just look over that, man. So I wanted to create this live feed. I was hoping a girlfriend or two would be out there, and I could chat with them. Some new girlfriends, and I'm using the term girlfriend. I might be using it loosely or wrong. But I was hoping there were some women viewers out there that that's watching the channel, because women can give you some ideas on stuff that you really didn't think about doing, and they'll comment on something. And it's like, oh man, where guys, we be like, oh well, I'm gonna do it this way, and we basically trying to take control on how to do this that way, do this that way, and women actually be asking questions. Well, I want to know, how did you do this? How did you do that? And that's why I was looking forward to the day to try to get some female viewers in to join in and start checking out my videos, because I know they will ask questions that I normally won't think about. Like, I'm an IT guy, and I'm not thinking about how to install a USB, because to me it comes natural. So, but a person who don't deal with that type of stuff every day, not just women, but a person who don't deal with that stuff every day, they want to know, wait, how you installed it? How did you do this? How did you do that? But men are not good at asking the questions, but women will go straight to the point and hit it dead on head. How did you do that? And that's the eye opener that you need sometimes, to make you realize that not everybody's on that level of installing and working on stuff. And you need to break it down as simple as possible so they can understand it, if you're trying to create a how-to video. Me personally, I love working on a motorcycle, but if you put a car in front of me and tell me to do something, adjust the carburetor, or I'm talking about some old stuff, adjusting the carburetor, I'm gonna look at you like, man, what the heck are you talking about? So if you don't show me how to do it, I don't know how to do it. And that's when I try to break it down as simple as possible and say, hey man, I'd rather try to you give me give me a start point to work from, and I create the how-to video based on what you're asking me. And that's why I wanted to get more than some viewers in, to get some understanding of what I might be overlooking. Women viewers get some in, not saying that some women just go straight to the point on asking questions, but men, us guys, we want to know how to do it. We want to see you do it, and we'll basically say, hey man, show me, how did you do that? Where a woman would be like, well, why did you do that? That's the difference I'm trying to make here, for us, the type of viewers and people. From my perspective, it might be totally different for everybody else. But anyway, G14, I'm wondering about a good. I am wondering about a good communication helmet. What would you recommend? A good communication. I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm a half helmet person myself, but when it get cool, I go to the modular style helmet. And the difference between the helmets, to me, man, because you are in. Now, I can't wear a modular helmet during the summer. I just can't do it. Because around here it gets between 90 and 120 real quick. But as far as communication and hearing yourself and hearing everything in a helmet, your modular style helmet is going to be the best route to go for its communication, because those helmets are basically already built on having the placements for the speakers. All you got to do is basically pull out the cushion, and there's already a place for your earpiece to go into those slots. So all you have to do is just pull the foam out, place the speaker inside that placement, run your wires behind the cushion, and close the cushion back up, and basically your helmet is done. And when you put the modular helmet on and close down the lid, it's just like a 5.1 stereo sound system. It sounds so good. So when it comes to actual communications system, for as listening and talking, and with the modular helmet, once you close, your mic is right there in your mouth, so everything you're saying is crystal clear. For us, if you're speaking to everybody else or riding with somebody else, and your earphone, your speakers, your earphone pieces are right there in your ears inside of a closed helmet. To me, a modular style helmet is the best route to go. Now, for us, a brand, I highly recommend Bell, HJC. I'm a Vega person myself. But there are some new style helmets that are coming out, like Vega. I'm starting to go toward them a lot more. Um, but you basically, I would say, because my motorcycle is red, I'm gonna most likely go with a red motorcycle. The size is a big important thing, but the style helmet is going to basically be on the rider. Summertime, I'm gonna have helmet. Months, I want to wear a modular helmet. Even though I got a full face helmet, I'll put that on the way, cause I got to have a release. When I get tired of being enclosed, I got to have a release, and on a modular helmet they give me that. Well, a full face helmet don't. You just stuck just being inside the helmet. I don't want to say I'm claustrophobic, but but I can't wear a full face helmet for more than an hour. After that, I gotta take it off. Okay. Even though I'm getting ready to shut down my video, like I said, please in the comment section leave me, some dislikes about my videos, like about the video. Tell me, what type of videos that you would like to see me make. Uh, how-to videos. Keep them short. Y'all understand that. If I learn some tricks or find some tricks, I definitely will do that. Thanks to Rotary Rick, he gave me some ideas on that. But hey, I'm all about trying to create a channel where we can all go back and forth and exchange some information. And if you a video monologuer, and please let me know, and I'll go and subscribe to your channel. Because like I said, I'm always looking for new content on how to do stuff, find out stuff. I want to know how other people are doing things. I'm real quick to subscribe to other channels, especially if they subscribe to me. When I look at a subscriber, the first thing I'm looking at to see if he's creating videos. I don't have time to do it all the time to see when a new subscriber jump in and create a subscribe to me. When I do and I see that they are creating videos, and the videos are recent and they're constantly making those videos, I try to subscribe to them and find out and learn a little something about them. But if you're new into motorlogging, I'm new myself. But if you're new into motorlogging and you send me an email, send me a message, hey man, come join my site, or come subscribe to my site. I will definitely do that, because like I said, I don't really pay attention to that type of stuff until you throw it in my face. And if you're making a motorlog, or you're a vlogger or motorlogger, and you send me a message, hey man, I just opened up my channel, come subscribe to me, I definitely will. So don't think I won't, because I'm always looking for other stuff. Other than that, hey, I appreciate you all coming out. Let me know what's on your mind. Didn't have as many people to speak, but the ones that did speak, I talk to these guys all the time. I give a shout out to G14. Give a shout out to Rotary Rig. Hey, Gold Wing Mojo, I know we just met, but hey man, it's good to hear from you, and I hope you stay in touch with me. And Rotary Rick, you my man, and Poppy Dub. Hey man, I'm looking forward to actually chatting with you some more, man, because I know we on different sides of the world, and a lot of stuff is going on between here and there. But hey man, stay in touch with me. I love you like a brother, Brian. Well, I love all of y'all like a brother. So y'all keep me going. Y'all want to keep me doing this, keep me going to do this stuff, and I appreciate everything that y'all say and do, man. You also got more hits on your videos if you list the brands and topics in the description of the video. Get more hits on your videos if you list the brands and topics. Man, Rotary, I didn't think about that, man. But you got when you create a video and you talking about a specific brand, they have people on YouTube who's actually looking out for their brands, man. So I have to be very careful on what I'm saying about a particular product. I don't try to advertise. Say for instance, I'm gonna use. Let me see. Give me a brand. All right, I'm gonna say, cause because I don't have it. I'm gonna say Dunlop tires. I'm not advertise. It's hard for me to advertise. I'm finna install a Dunlop tire, or uh, this is how you install a Dunlop tire. Because next thing you know, you'll have a Dunlop representative come checking out your videos and commenting. And you know, if you're saying something about the product and they don't like, you know, they'd be the first one to say, hey, you know, you kind of stepping over bounds, you know, with our product, you know. So you have to be very careful on what you're saying on a particular product. You know, everybody is more than willing to take a praise when you're talking about their product. You know, they'll have no problem. They'll probably never come say something to you. But the minute you say, hey, I don't like this brand because it sucked, and, you know, then you got people wanting to come after you. So I try to keep the brand names out of the stuff that I do, but sometimes you really don't have a choice. You got to say it because they the only one that make that product. And on top of that, you have to be very careful with what you say, because if you say something negative, you know, then next thing you know, you're getting contacted from somebody who's trying to say, oh, we coming after you. So you have to be careful with this YouTube stuff, man, because everything is copyrighted. You know, that's why I'm not trying to play music on this live feed, because the first thing I had to was sign an agreement saying everything that's going to be displayed I own, you know, for its music, the background. You know, I'm not copyrighting nothing. You know, so that's why I turned the cameras around and got it facing back to my garage door. Yeah, I own the garage door, so I'm not worried. So, really, I've only got one video, and it took me 3 tries to get the right verbiage in the description so I could find it if I searched for it. Yeah, I understand that too, man, because you got these tags and stuff that you have to put on the videos, especially if somebody's looking for it. You know, it's like YouTube has got its own search engine, where if you're looking for a certain topic or a certain type of video, you can actually search for it. You know, and then with Google being in control of YouTube, you know, it's like the minute you tag something on YouTube, you know, it's automatically, you know, can be searched on Google. So you really gotta, you know, basically give a title to your video so it can be found, man. And I'm having a little issue with that too, because I'll be creating a video and I don't know what to call it. So I do understand that one too. But hey, that's about 45 minutes or so I spent on the video. That's actually about 20 minutes more than what I was expecting to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits for now, and say, hey, my next video will be December the 16th. Now that I got an understanding on how this live stuff work, I'll be more prepared. Meanwhile, you know, give me some comments in the comment section, you know, to help me be prepared for that next video. If you want me to talk about something, or if you want to know something, hey, give me your feedback. Like I said, please leave me your comments, you know, and I appreciate everybody that commented. Y'all making sure that I'm not going crazy in here talking to myself, so I really appreciate that. Putting Justin Bieber for a tag. Laugh out loud. You get 1 million views. yeah, but also the video will also get restricted, so nobody can watch it. All right, hey, thanks, bro. Take it easy. All right, everybody. Hey, y'all. Thank you for coming out, checking out my video, my live feed. You know, hopefully we all can stay in touch and get to learn from each other. And, you know, like I close out all my videos, that's my spiel for the day, YouTube. Y'all have a good one. Be safe, guys.